that, huh?
Yeah, like, you know, like, yeah.
I never saw
It's
those
nice.
like that.
There's a market up there for it, and they give you about 15 minutes worth of people to play.
Yeah, I didn't, because I'm satisfied with my turn.
Yeah, I know you do have a very good one.
Who do you have, Len?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
All right.
Okay. You know that, right? I'll leave you. You got it. Trying to complete this.
I guess go.
You ready, Scotty? Call to order. It is 6:32 p.m. on July 14th, 2025, and this is the regular meeting of the Monroe Township Zoning Board of Adjustment. Notice of this meeting was given as required by the Open Public Meetings Act, and a copy was posted on the second floor bulletin board in Town Hall and on the township's website. Please be advised, no new item of business will be started after 10:30 p.m., and the meeting shall terminate no later than 11 p.m. Please note, audio and video of this meeting is being recorded in accordance to Ordinance 56-2024. The meeting is being broadcasted live on the township's YouTube channel, and a link to view this meeting will be subsequently posted on the township's website for public to view at their convenience. Everyone please stand and salute the flag. Start by Mr. Kozak. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mr. Carino is excused. Mr. Colavita?
Here.
Mr. Kaminsky?
Here.
Ms. Fasano? Here. Mr. Fuder?
Here.
Mr. Kozak?
Here.
Mr. McGeehan?
Here.
Mr. Rice?
Here.
Mr. Heverly?
Here.
Mr. Fiore?
Here.
And Ms. Pellegrini? Here.
Take oaths. Oaths? Okay.
Okay, we want to, our engineer slash planner, state your name for the record.
Pamela Pellegrini.
Swear affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth this evening.
I do.
Thank you.
I just want to add for the record, Mr. Carino just joined.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks.
Resolutions, Mr. Fury?
Okay, the resolutions on the agenda this evening, there are 3 resolutions for memorialization. If you choose to do it by consent agenda, you can just do one vote at the end. The first is number 1, number 21-25, Keisha Colburn, Christopher Myrick. It's for a minor subdivision and use variance that was previously approved. Number 2 is number 22-2025, Spark 9 LLC, minor site plan and use variance was approved. And then finally, number 23-2025, John and Christy Lindsley, they're requesting a 6-month extension of their approval.
Okay. Members, your pleasure in regards to application 2125, 22-2025, and 23-2025.
Motion approved.
Kozak.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Applications. First on the agenda, application 25-14, Relief Cannabis LLC, amend condition of prior approval.
Okay. Anybody present for the applicant? Come.
Step up to the podium, please. Can this application be deemed complete?
We didn't review this application for the amendment, but in its
Okay.
entirety, it should be deemed complete.
Okay. Is there a motion to deem the application complete?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it, Mr. Fury.
Okay, young, could you just raise your right hand and state your name for the record
Brittany Bailey,
and your address?
8 Cedarbrook Road, Sticklerville, New Jersey.
Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, nothing but the truth this evening?
Yes.
Okay, just to summarize the application, it's number 2514. It's a pretty straightforward application. The applicant previously had applied for a use variance for a cannabis retail store located on the Black Horse Pike. It was not permitted in that zone at that time. It was under resolution number 46-22. They received their use variance to allow them to operate, and the condition of the approval was the closure at 8 o'clock. Technically 10 in the morning to 8 p.m. They're before the board to request that it be extended to 10 p.m., which coincidentally the township changed their ordinance to allow it to be open at 10 p.m. However, because this was a use variance, this was a condition of their use variance. So just basically seeking to extend the hours, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Members, you have any questions? Seeing none, is motion to open to public?
So moved.
Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on behalf of application 25-14? Seeing none, is motion to close the public portion?
Motion to close.
Second? All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Julie seconded. Okay. Mr. Fury.
Okay, summarizing the application, it's an amendment to the prior resolution of approval, number 46-22, where the condition was its closure at 8 p.m. The applicant's before the board to extend it until 10 p.m. And just for the purposes of the record, the application indicates that they would like to be able to compete with other cannabis facilities from just like a competition economic standpoint, 10 o'clock at night. All the other ones are allowed permit to be open until 10 o'clock.
Okay. Members, your pleasure in regards to application 25-14.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Rice?
Yes.
Ms. Fasano? Yes. Mr. Carino?
Yes.
Mr. Kozak?
Yes, it brings it compliant with the township ordinance, yes.
Mr. Colavita?
Yes.
Mr. Kaminsky?
Yes, it goes with the township's ordinance.
And Mr. McGeehan?
Yes.
Okay, you were approved. They'll draft the resolution, memorialize it next meeting, and then we'll email it over to you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck.
Good luck.
Next on the agenda, application 25-07, Alan Beeler, use variance. Can this application be deemed complete?
Yes, as a use variance, it can be deemed complete.
Okay. Is there a motion to deem the application complete?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Okay, just to summarize number 2507, if you recall this application before the board previously, there was probably a rather lengthy discussion regarding some of the issues I think that have been resolved. I think we're back here tonight regarding the issue of the size of the billboard, if you will. And I know still Mr. Schwartz Thunder, I'll let him earn his feet tonight and give us some revenue as well. So.
Leonard Schwartz, Lotting Schwartz, representing the applicant. There's two phases of it. Number one, you asked for a plan that clarified that the entire fence that we're putting up around the entire site is 6 foot high. We provided that plan to you, so that shows that Mr. Beeler will be putting in 6 foot high fence around the entire property. It was really the front that we had the issue with, but that's required. Number two is a sign, and on the plan that we've submitted is the sign, which originally was 2 signs and much larger. It's now reduced down to a 3 foot by 8 foot sign. So that's been reduced down to a 24 square foot sign. That hopefully will accommodate what we need to do. The name of the company will be on there. Any directions will be on there. The only condition that we ask is technically, as you know, the location of the sign is across the street from where my client's office is on the Williamstown Farmers Market. So technically, the sign is going to be pointing over to his office, as he indicated in the testimony. So we're asking that allow as a part of the approval that it be, I guess you would call it all off-site advertising. We have the permission to advertise the sheds that are on the Williamstown Farmers Market site, as well as showing the office over there. So it'll be an arrow showing it over on that end of it. That's the only advertising, very specific as to his sheds and his office across the street. Other than that, there's the sheds that are existing on the site where this sign is going to be. So it's just really those 3 items.
Does the applicant plan on testifying tonight, or
I'm sorry?
does the applicant, when you swear him in?
State your name for the record.
Alan Bottle?
Swear affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's okay. You can continue, I'm sorry.
Alan, is what I just stated, is that correct?
Yes. Yep. I'm not sure if you mentioned the 6 foot high fence in the front yard, but chain fence, that was,
and it's 6 foot in the front and all the way around. There's also some other fences that are there, but they don't belong to you.
Right.
And then the sign is going to be as is shown on that, basically as it's shown on this plan. And that plan, if you'd like to be marked, is dated 6/26/2025 is the last date on that.
You just want to mark that for the record, just, we'll call it BO1. And you're referring to the site utility landscape plan, is that correct?
Yeah. That's all we have.
Okay. Members of the board have any questions for the applicant?
If through the chair, the chain link fence gonna be 6 foot black on black? Right, vinyl, right?
Yes.
And it's gonna offset from the roadway by about how many feet?
To curve whatever needs to be there. I think it's shown on the plan.
feet?
16 feet there. There's 15 feet back here. That's inside.
It's just inside the property line,
Excuse me,
just inside the property line.
inside by what, a foot?
Inside the property, yeah.
About a foot.
A foot? Is there gonna be enough room for the right of way?
Well, probably not.
We'll go there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I brought it up.
Go to our report.
Oh, she hasn't, oh. I'll
Defer to,
defer to Pam.
okay. Pam, you want to give your report
Sure.
before we get too much into any more questions? That was my fault.
Okay, so the applicant seeks use variance approval to approve the 6-foot high black PVC coated chain link fence along the frontage of the property, which is going to have 2 sliding gates at the 2 entrance drives. The applicant proposes then to combine with this, to continue with a 6-foot high board-on-board fence for the remainder of the property. That all fencing will be about a foot off the property line, 6 inches to a foot.
Is that your original report?
No, this is the most current report.
Is there a new one?
Yeah, it just came out Friday.
Oh, since Amy's not here, I didn't get it. Okay.
Is that it?
No.
Oh, that's what I was waiting.
Okay, so with the fence being 6 foot high in the front yard, which is not permitted, that's what constitutes a use variance. They also need a use variance for the electronic messaging sign that's proposed along Marcia Avenue. The plan does not conform to residential zone sign requirements, hence needing the use variance as well. So the applicant should provide sufficient special reasons why the proposed use carries out a purpose of zoning or how the refusal to allow the project would impose on the applicant an undue hardship. So as far as design and performance standards, all lights shall be either shielded or have translucent fixtures. Can the applicant provide testimony regarding the signs application or adherence to 175, 135G, which provides the the regulations for illuminated signs? So testimony needs to be put on the record regarding that the sign will meet all of those regulations. So that's basically all of comment 5. There's dimming, there's display time. Do they have someone here from the sign company that can or can they provide testimony as to that they'll meet all of those requirements?
That was done the last time, at the other hearing.
That was done the
Well,
other hearing?
the applicant can simply say that it'll conform to the engineer/planner's report.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, note 4 should be removed from the plan if not proposed within this application. Also, Item 7 is a note should be added that all utilities will be underground. Number 8, the applicant should provide testimony whether they will be requesting a site plan waiver with this application. And the applicant should provide testimony regarding the need for fencing along the periphery of the property to better address the trespassing and prevent a safety concern due to the 1-foot gap between the fence that they propose and the existing fences that are on the sides and rears of the property. We would recommend the applicant provide a solid row of 8-foot-high arborvitae at 6-foot spacing along the sides and rear of the property line in lieu of the board-on-board fencing. Testimony should be provided. And that would conclude my report.
So, Mr. Schwartz, does the applicant agree to conform with the planner's/engineer's report as far as arborvitae's on the side?
Do you have any problem with putting 8-foot-high arborvitae at 6-foot spacing along the sides and the rear of the property?
All the way around?
Or except for the front? No problem.
That,
And
that would be in lieu of the board-on-board fence, so I don't know what is the board's preference. There will be a 1-foot gap between the fence that they propose and the fencings that exist along the sides and rear. So we were proposing in lieu of, but I wasn't here with the board last discussed this, or whether they had made it a requirement of being along the sides and rear as
I
well
don't
as
think
the
we got
front.
that far, did we?
I think we did. I think you decided that you wanted the fence. Yeah, fence all the way around. You didn't have the benefit of being here, so yeah, I think they decided that or agreed to the fence.
He even agreed to it.
Right.
He gave it.
Would they agree to provide arborvitae to be placed along the fencing intermittent from existing treed areas in order to provide some screening
I'm sure that they will. Leonard's an
Or-
easy going.
to break up the monotony of the
Yeah.
fence?
Like the fence on the fence.
I believe we're showing on the plan some arborvitae's to put on there. And there is natural buffer in the rear. But we are showing it on the left and right.
There are some areas that are void of vegetation. Would you be willing to put them in those areas?
Okay.
Here.
We'll fill it in.
What was the height?
6 foot.
6 foot.
No, it's 6-foot height, fence.
We're gonna move on from the arborvitae's now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my report said 8 foot.
8 foot.
Yeah, that's what was recommended.
You'd say between 6 and 8
8-foot
foot.
fence.
Yeah, 6 and 8 foot.
Let's get back to the right of way, Dan.
Yes.
Shouldn't it be back at least, you know, because that roadway, there should be a,
That does
should be
become
simple.
problematic,
Right.
that it's right against the right-of-way.
right,
They could set the fence back to the edge of the inner access drive.
yeah, we talked about that before. That this way it gives a little space from the roadway, the fence isn't right on the. right on
You
the
have
road.
15 feet from the property line to their interior access drive that runs parallel with Marcia.
And your recommendation would be,
At
We have
least to the setback line, at least
1
10
foot.
foot back.
Okay.
yeah,
We have we're proposing 12-foot wide stone access drive. It's 15 feet from the where the fence is showing, back to that point. So we could set it back 2 or 3 feet, if you want to do it that way.
Well, you have 15 feet before you get to the access drive, so you could set it back 10 feet and you still have 5 foot to the access
Or
drive.
15 feet there, I see.
So if you set it back 10 feet, you would have 5 foot to the access drive.
so it's set back off the roadway a little and give a better appearance
Yeah.
than right on the roadway. And it shouldn't jeopardize,
So where is the
security.
property line exactly from the street? How far? 1 foot?
Get your plan.
No. From the street, it appears to be anywhere from 10 to 12 feet.
Yeah.
Here's the edge of the parkway. Here's the property line. Here's your fence, grass.
Drive, 10 foot in front.
Correct.
Yeah, we'll come back 5 feet here.
So the only question I would have,
No?
No. Here's the parkway.
Right way, right.
Here's the property line. Here's where you have the fence that goes down. You have 15 feet to this driveway. We're asking you to set the fence 10 foot back.
so it'd be 15 feet from the edge of the roadway?
It would be at least 20 to 30.
Yeah.
So the only question I would have is where we put our sign, inside the fence, outside the fence?
The sign is over here.
Well, that, based on where you have the
Signs.
signs shown on your plan, it would be, it would have to be pushed behind the fence. It would be behind the fence now.
Oh, yeah, there it is, right here.
Fence back to the fence.
Existing edge of asphalt.
And that's 8
Parking
foot
sign,
wide.
utility pole.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, with an 8 foot wide fence, 8 foot wide sign, in order for it not to encroach on their 12 foot access drive, they would only be able to, set the fence back 7 feet instead of 10,
Okay.
in order to keep the sign on the interior of the fence.
That's, at least it's not right on the roadway.
Right.
There's a little area
Right.
for people to walk or plowing, things like that, pushing the snow.
And Pam, you're comfortable with that?
Yes.
Okay.
What's all we're gonna do?
Mr. Schwartz? Mr. Schwartz?
So, yeah.
You're requesting a site plan waiver, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He was just asking the question about the light pole, existing light poles and the fire hydrants are going to be outside the fence.
That's where we want them to be,
Right.
Does-
right?
Dan, I think there's a space between the street. Like if you look where it says,
Right here?
somewhere it says existing asphalt, I think there is already a space there. I don't think.
we're going to be setting it back 7 feet from the, you're saying we're setting it back 7 feet from the right-of-way?
It's already set off the street.
Right.
Does that give you enough room? 7, it gives you, you can just fit your 8 foot sign in between the fence.
Well, I would like to have it forward a little bit more, that way we're not hitting the sign, with people driving right up the driveway.
Perhaps they could just agree, make it part of the resolution, that the way it appears on your plan, it may in fact be within the right-of-way. In the event that the municipality or some other utility company has to do work on that site, you're going to be responsible to remove the fence at your cost. That way, it'll be in the right-of-way, but at least they'll be required to remove it and put it back.
Right.
If in the event, probably never will happen, but just the event that that circumstance would come up. You think that's a suggestion?
Yeah, or you could reduce it to 5 feet, that gives a little extra, set back 5 foot from the right-of-way, that gives them 10 feet.
And you're comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's me.
Back
The other
5
thing with
feet.
the sign,
At minimum,
Oh,
I'm
so
okay to
back-
set it back, I just like to have it minimum.
well,
Because
she
of
just
how
went down
close
to
it is
5.
the
She just compromised to
If
5.
you brought it down to 5, you would have 10 feet, place your 8 foot sign.
Yes,
2 feet off the ground.
And the applicant agrees?
yes.
Now, the sign, the 3x8, that's electronic on both sides, right?
Yes.
Electronic sign. And then you're gonna have just a regular, non-electronic sign below it, I'm thinking, with an arrow pointed to office or whatever, right? Isn't that what you said?
No, you didn't want that.
No.
Oh, you're not doing that?
So
You
this,
didn't
no,
want- We
No, I
proposed
thought
something
we
like
talked
that
about it
before, you didn't
but I
want
thought
that.
You brought it up again.
It was
Just
stated,
one-
that there be an arrow.
Yeah.
You just wanted if we would like to have something like that.
What
But
did they
it's-
say?
They
I
said,
thought they
yeah, just now they said that you're gonna have an electric sign, but then you also said you're gonna have an arrow pointing to his office. One, the electronic sign is gonna display the goods, and there was gonna be, you mentioned an arrow pointing to the office.
To clarify.
Just want to clarify, 'cause that's-
What I said was based
He said
upon
it was
what
off-site
you
advertising.
were suggesting before,
Right.
is as part of the digital sign, periodically it may have an arrow.
Ah,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I misunderstood. I thought we were back to where there's gonna be a regular, non-electronic sign
No.
with saying office and an arrow. So
Okay.
that's just part of the
The sign.
verbiage of the sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they put on it, that's on them.
Yeah.
Right, that's what you were suggesting earlier.
Yeah.
You only
Yeah,
have the one
no,
sign.
no, I thought we went back to that's what I misunderstood.
Yeah, within the use variance, you would just recognize that it's off-site advertising.
Oh, okay. Right, I see why you brought it up. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so we agreed on
Yes, sir.
5 foot.
Yes, sir.
5 foot from the right of way,
5 foot.
and
Yeah.
that they will put the board-on-board fence to have a complete fence around the property.
Yes.
And that they would fill in the gaps along the fence with some extra arborvitae.
Yes.
So it's board on board around, except the front where
Black
it's the
vinyl.
black vinyl.
Except in the front
Black
is,
vinyl or black chain link, right?
Is it my understanding at the previous meeting that the board wanted a fence completely around the property?
Because one of the
In
things he's
addition to
saying
it,
is
because that's what
Security.
they wanted. And the
Well, you-
board was okay with that.
Yes.
And the board recognizes that there's gonna be like a 1 foot between their fence and the other fences on the side and rear. And
Yes.
that, okay.
So
he brought up the security, that's why he wanted this fence.
I thought that when last time we discussed, we said it was a black chain link, right?
Yeah, chain link, black on black chain link.
That's only,
keep
they're
calling
only
it PVC.
proposing
Just
that
in
for
the
the
front.
front.
She means vinyl coated,
Yeah.
right? You mean vinyl coated,
Vinyl
black on
coated,
black,
yes.
6 foot.
that's in the front.
That's in the
the
front.
rest of it's-
This plan shows board on board for sides and rear.
Oh, so you want to do what, the board on board white fence, all the other 3 sides, so they can't climb the fence, basically?
I was thinking just a wood board fence all the way around, right?
Okay.
Except for the front, which would be the black
Vinyl.
PVC fence,
Okay.
chain link.
So people wouldn't be able to climb the chain link in the back of the property to
That,
get,
and
right.
then there's the shrubs in the back, I was just thinking just to keep a separation of, I mean, I don't know who's gonna control the trees and weeds and all the stuff between our fence and the, apartments in the back, but it's kind of what, part of my reason was for the wood fence.
Pam, does that create a problem, like pulling out traffic if it's a solid fence going 5 feet up to the roadway? I mean, that seems like it would.
That's not,
Well, they would
That's-
have to, yes, it could.
I mean, there's typically a setback, right?
Yeah, typically, a solid fence, 6-foot fence is not permitted in the front yard. So they would have to put the chain link at least to the setback line, I would think, to make
On the
it
sides.
open.
On the sides.
On the sides, yes, that's
Right?
a very good point.
Makes sense?
I
Yes.
just have a question, just regarding follow-up.
Yeah, go ahead.
There doesn't appear to be any parking within here, so people are gonna park across the street?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not gonna have the cars in, and that's gonna lead to my segue to my next question, and I would be remiss if I did not ask this. Is there a designated walk, since you're waiving site plan, is there a designated area where people are gonna cross the street from parking? Are they just gonna, because it's kind of like an open area, it's like a big open parking lot with no direction as to which way people should walk or drive, to an extent, unless there's
there is
parking.
no designated area, and we got into a big discussion.
remember the years
when
ago,
we came
probably.
in for the original site
Okay.
plan about crosswalks, no crosswalks, getting the police approving of the crosswalks, and the board decided not to get involved in terms of
Okay.
putting any crosswalks.
Understanding that, different board 15, 20 years ago probably. This board here, there is no crosswalk, no designated crosswalk. And it's probably a little bit different now. And I don't mean to, sir, I don't mean to delay things, but I'm not doing my job if I don't bring these up. Also, it's a separate lot, even though it's his business. And even though you don't have parking there, it doesn't have to be ADA accessible. ADA compliant. I don't know the answer to that. I'm not an engineer. I'm not Pam, I don't know if you're prepared to discuss that tonight, but that may be
Well,
an
there
issue.
was, I was here for the original
What- okay.
application many years ago.
Okay,
And there was a lot of discussion about crossing. They are supposed to be directing them to the office, and then the office personnel is going to escort them across the street. Because they have got to open the gate for people to get in.
okay, and that's good. Well, just, again, these are items that, again, will be addressed at site plan. They're asking for a waiver, and I can foresee.
And that was
a
a
year
topic
from
that
now.
was discussed at great length, and the township didn't want the responsibility, based on my recollection of a crosswalk in the middle of a block.
Just bringing it up, I don't have an opinion either way, just a legal opinion. I think it needs to be addressed, and the ADA issue needs to be addressed, because if someone's gonna park across the street, and then whatever their device that they use, they're gonna wheel themselves across the street, and they're gonna go through an open gate, and I don't know whether it's gonna be a concrete apron, if it's gonna be a stone apron, and they're gonna wheel through the stones, and, because it has to be accessible to people, to handicapped people. That's the law. We're gonna, the municipality is responsible for that, to make sure that's adhered to. And again, I don't mean to be a fly in the ointment, we need to address these things, because it imposes liability on the township if we do not.
And that's with the crosswalk as well, you believe?
With the crosswalk as well, and again, I know it was discussed, I remember it was a huge, huge issue when I was the solicitor many, many, many moons ago, too long ago to think about.
We have two driveway entrances on each side. So presumably, people are gonna walk towards one way, one or the other. 'cause the
They're
rest
gonna
of them are
walk, that's the point, they're gonna walk into the driveway.
But then it's all gravel.
It's a
walking the
driveway,
driveway.
not a walkway, it's a driveway.
If-
Correct.
If I remember correctly, the fence was to guide the people to go certain directions.
No, you're talking about, we have to apply common sense, and you know that's not gonna happen, you know. Those are the issues I think you need to address.
Would you
Whether-
rather put a crosswalk somewhere?
Through waive, it's up to the board, I'm just throwing it out there, I'm not calling, just pointing it out. that's all.
So does the applicant agree to have some sort of striping done for a crosswalk?
If I could just suggest, they are asking for a site plan waiver, I assume, tonight, but you're getting into issues that I think should be addressed as part of a minor site plan, at least a site plan application.
Or at least a waiver line, because again, looking at it, you didn't advertise for a site plan waiver. It's kind of like an afterthought of everybody here tonight, so it would have to be advertised. Even if you come back for, don't want you to come back again, Leonard, we see you a lot. But I think you have to advertise for a site plan waiver, and all these items will be addressed at whether the waiver is granted or not. Because the condition of the site plan waiver could be all these things. I've given you a lot of things to think about. And again, I don't mean to spend a gentleman's money, but they're, from a public safety standpoint, they need to be addressed.
Just going to, are you paving where the entrances are?
There's concrete.
So, no.
That's good. So there's gonna be a concrete,
There is,
No, no, talk about it. So let's say he leaves the Amish and this is a separate lot, so it's a separate business in fact. And then if he sells it to somebody else and they have nothing to do with the Amish, then they won't have parking.
They're not gonna have parking, correct? That's a good point.
Because who knows the future, right? When things happen or something happens and he's not, that's not part of the Amish anymore. And so whatever we did with that goes with the land.
for parking. You don't really have room for parking on the inside, so what do we suggest?
Not to go back to this fence thing again, I hate to say this, but I thought when he was here, it was security, and I thought they were putting a 6-foot fence all the way around. I'll ask some other board members.
So, yeah, he is gonna put the fence all the way around.
6 foot?
6 foot.
6 foot?
Yeah.
He is, okay.
He is, he's just
Okay.
differentiating board on board wood around except for the front, right?
No, he's gonna put a 6-foot board on board fence?
Everywhere
Three
besides
sides.
the 3 sides.
Right.
And
A
the,
6-foot
yes,
board like this?
That's why I brought up the site, getting in and
I've
out
never
of.
seen that before.
Right.
Well, 6-foot fence.
No, board on board, though.
Like
Boards.
board.
Board on
Yeah.
board, vertical.
Oh, like a stockade fence?
Yeah.
Is that what
Yes.
we're talking about? Okay, thank you. Okay.
Now, going back to where you were before this other issue came up, are you saying that when it gets to Marcia Avenue, where it's connecting with the front fence, does part of that coming back on the side have to be chain link?
Well, that's what Pam
That's
said,
what
so
Pam
it's
said.
not blocking where they're coming in and out.
You're
So-
gonna have trucks coming in and out
Right.
of those
Just say
driveways
triangle.
delivering.
How far back would you like that to
Whatever,
be?
this, I think it's, you know, again, whatever,
Here we go again, Chuck, what you were saying, we're designing.
Yeah.
we're designing and all that.
With the site plan.
Yeah, because it was only advertised for the use variance, so you can vote on the use variance tonight. He can come back for a site plan waiver and you can kind of clean all these things up. That would really be the best, that's what I would recommend to the board again. The only thing advertised is the use variance.
So, okay, so,
So tonight should be either conditioned on a site plan or conditioned on a site plan waiver.
Right, correct.
I mean, the driveway is already 12 feet past the fence. I mean, when they pull up, they should be able to see both ways, right? If you look where like the edge of asphalt is, it looks, I mean, I don't have a scale ruler, but it looks like it's about 12 feet off the road, the fence.
It's going to get flagged though by the zoning officer, has to be
Okay.
addressed, yeah. Even though, again, from just a driving standpoint, you are 100% correct.
I mean, the length of the car is not 12 feet. I mean, it's everything where they drive from.
So why can't,
I mean, if security is their issue, I would think that a chain link fence is sturdier and more conducive to security than board-on-board fence.
No, I think I can scale a chain link fence much easier than a board-on-board one.
That's true too.
so the only two things we should vote on tonight is
he was trying to keep the weeds from going in and out of the chain link in the back or the side, but we can do a 6-foot-high black PVC fence all the way around.
Or vinyl. It's a vinyl fence.
I don't think we're stuck on the type of fence, right? We're talking about the size that Dom had noted, if the cars will be able to see in the triangle. I mean, I don't think the board has said we have any, we're opposed to a board-on-board fence in the back to prevent scaling and prevent the weeds that you talked about. And for the sides, it looks like, you know, we're discussing the need, if it could be board-on-board all the way through, if it's gonna block visibility. If it would you put some of the chain link fence until visibility is clear, and then you could do whatever you want with the board-on-board? I think that's where we were, right? But
Yeah, up to the 30-foot front yard setback, so 30 foot back on each side from their front property line. If the fence is set back 5 feet, then it'd be an additional 25 feet.
so 25 foot of,
Yeah, but there needs to,
and then you can continue with your board-on-board fence.
No problem.
Okay.
oh,
So,
what is that? Yeah, what is that?
any more questions for the applicant from any members of the board
I get it.
before we open to the public? Let me open to the public. You have anything else you want to say, Lonnie, before I open to the public, or?
And we're not doing anything with a crosswalk.
Not tonight, that's site plan.
That's site plan.
waiver.
That's site plan waiver meeting.
Okay, so
We're only here for the two items that were advertised.
that's fine.
Or when you come back, the alternative is you can put
don't wanna come
curbing
back.
all along Marcia Avenue and have where the people would walk in and out with a handicap ramp, so that's kind of the alternative, so.
No,
I'm just throwing suggestions out there.
I agree with that.
he just wants to get this over so he can
I know.
get that part squared away.
Okay. Okay, is there a motion to open to the public?
Motion open to public?
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on application 25-07? Seeing none, is motion to close the public portion.
Motion to close.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Fury?
Okay, just to summarize the application number 2507, Alan Beeler, I describe it as being, I guess, 4 different use variances. One would be for the sign in a residential area. The other would be the 6-foot-high fence around the entire perimeter, including the front. The third would be the electronic sign. And then the fourth will be the off-site advertising. And I believe, so there are 4 variances that need to be addressed tonight, this evening. The board, based upon the testimony, have to determine whether or not the applicant has met their burden of proof. Again, you can condition the approval of these 4 variances upon site plan or site plan waiver.
Members, your pleasure in regards to application 25-07.
Motion approved, conditioned upon a site plan.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Colavita?
Yes.
Mr. Carino?
Yes.
Ms. Fasano?
Yes.
Mr. Kozak?
Yes, with the conditions.
Mr. Rice?
Yes, with the conditions.
Mr. Kaminsky?
Yes, with the conditions.
And Mr. McGeehan?
Yes, with the conditions.
Okay.
My question is, we need to come back for site plan if we're not putting the crosswalk in?
No, you need to come
You
back.
need
for
to come
site plan
back.
For the,
So we could decide if we're going to do a crosswalk, right?
yeah, you'd have to.
So you want an additional application for site plan waiver?
Site plan or site plan waiver, if you think it's minimal enough to come in for a site plan waiver, because we need to talk about, you're obviously gonna ask for a waiver of sidewalks and curbs, correct?
Well, that was already approved.
When?
When we did it in 2018, all that was taken care of.
I have to take a look at it. It's not- Len, in fairness to everybody here, I haven't seen that resolution since 2018, and I don't think anybody else has here.
The site plan has changed.
It has, yeah, exactly, that's the point, it's changed, so is that really valid?
My question is, the only thing that's changed is the front fence and a sign.
So back in 2018, he had suggested he was gonna put all of these sheds in the back, he was gonna build all these structures, and everything else, the cartways are the same, and
Yes,
were ADA handicap parking spots waived at that point in time?
there was no parking in there.
Well, you still has to be accessible. Here's an example. You were probably the the zoning board solicitor way back when, or planning board. Everybody uses this story about the one up in Cross Keys. Remember, there's a handicap parking pad in the middle of nowhere. Remember, everybody joked around about that? And it had to be there because it had to be ADA compliant. Pam, that's probably even before your time. I don't know if anybody, if you ride by the intersection where the movie theater is, if you look to your left where the person just redid that barn there, there's a concrete pad there, and that was for a shed guy that had to put in a ADA handicap parking spot. So I don't know if it's different or not, Stan. I don't know. Pam says it is different, so the recommendation is going to be to just come back for a site plan. Maybe it was on that plan. I don't know. I wasn't here. I wasn't part of that, so. But it appears to have changed based upon our professional.
This plan is basically the same plan except for the fence.
Yeah, we
And
just
the sign.
voted, Len, we just voted. We gave you everything that was advertised, but we want you to come back for a site plan. That's all.
Or a waiver. Just
For a
bring back-
waiver.
If you have that
Request a
plan,
waiver.
compare the two in front of the board, and I'm sure you can convince them, so.
You heard what the board's issues are and what their questions were. Should be slam dunk next time.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do this crosswalk,
Yeah.
must think police and traffic, they're gonna have to do
Definitely,
this.
definitely.
Yeah, you can't just start putting things in the street.
Well, there are certain, I know the applicant, there are certain warrants that you have, traffic warrants that you have to follow with crosswalks and so on.
And the accessibility of the property
Yeah.
when they get past the crosswalk.
Yeah. Fire trucks.
Okay, next on the agenda, application 2510, Shirley Libinski, use variance. Please step up to the microphone. Can this application be deemed complete? Pam?
Yes, as a use variance, it can be deemed complete.
Okay, is there a motion to deem the application complete?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Fury?
Okay, Ms. Levinsky, just raise your right hand, state your name for the record.
516 East Malaga Road.
You swear to affirm and tell the truth and nothing but the truth this evening.
Yes.
Thank you. And the application before the board is number 25-10. The applicant's requesting a use variance to allow construction of a 10 by 20 carport and to allow total square footage of the accessory building to exceed the square footage of the house. Property is located at 516 East Malaga Road. and that's in the RDA zoning district. And just for the record, how big is your property? How big is the property? Acreage?
2.87, something like that, almost three
Okay.
acres.
Ms. Lubinsky, in your own words, can you just explain to the board why you're here tonight?
I'm trying to get variance for my property to have the sheds I have on there because my house is only 1,200 square feet. And I have no basement, no attic, nothing for storage. I can't put anything in, you know, I can't put my Christmas decorations or any decorations or anything away because I have to have storage on the property. That's what I was using it for.
Okay.
I have 3 antique cars.
Oh, okay. So it's to consolidate everything on your property into this carport area?
Yes.
Members of the board have any questions? Mr. Colavita?
So, Ms. Lubinsky, how did this come about that you're here today?
The zoning board contacted me, said there was no permits pulled.
Okay, so it
And I
was
didn't know anything about it.
probably a complaint.
My husband took care of that.
Okay, probably a complaint that came through?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And this was all done, most of this work was already done. It was your deceased husband that did most of this with all the extra buildings and so
Yes, my
forth?
husband did all.
Okay.
He passed away in '21.
Okay, and since then, the zoning officer brought this to your attention. What did you do to the property to help fix the situation?
I got rid of 3 sheds. The property's been cleaned up. Everything's been cleaned up that my husband left, so. I've been taking a lot of stuff to the township yard, stuff like that.
Okay, so most of the property, to clean up the property, you're putting a lot of this into the buildings and
Into the
cleaning
storage.
up the building, cleaning up the property. So there's no commercial use or anything there?
No.
Okay. I noticed in some of the photos, is there like lawn equipment, like tractors and so
Yes,
forth?
like 2 machines.
Okay, and along with your antique cars, that's
Yes.
what some of the buildings are being used for?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, members of the board have any more questions for the applicant? Seeing none, is motion to open to the public?
Motion open to the public?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on behalf of application 25-10? Seeing none, is there a motion to close the public portion?
Motion to close?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Fury.
Here before the board is Shirley Lubinsky, application number 25-10, a use variance to allow the construction of an already existing building, a 10 by 20 carport, and also to allow this building or the structure to exceed the square footage of the principal dwelling. I also noticed on the referral form from the zoning officer, there's a requirement of a 5-foot side yard, and it's proposed 1.35, so you're too close to the side yard.
No, all my buildings are.
Oh.
Is that something?
Hold on, I got something for, I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
There was one, but that was taken down.
Okay, all right, okay, fine. I just saw it on the referral form,
Yes,
that's all.
there was one, but that was taken down.
Yes, I have a short report.
Yes, go ahead, Pam.
Okay. So the applicant's requesting use variance approval to allow the construction of a 10 by 20 carport and then allow for the total square footage of accessory buildings to exceed their principal structure. The plan does not show where the 10 by 20 carport is. Can you please advise as to where that would be?
That would be behind my storage trailer.
Could you show me up there?
Just storage drain?
True.
Storage trailer. Right.
This is the trailer here, right? This is trailer. This shed's gone, this shed's gone, this is trailer.
I know it would be within the 20.
Where it is?
See, there's been some confusion. We had tried to contact the zoning officer about that. side yard setback, because the plan did not show where the 10 by 20 was going to go. There is a shed that is that 1.35 feet, which I think that's what the zoning report had, that's been removed. So I need to know from the applicant that the 10 by 20 shed is going to meet the side yard and rear yard requirements.
Could you point out, like, where on the diagram you're looking at?
Here's the one that's 1 point something right here. It's going to be behind glass storage shed.
Back here,
The trailer.
next to the trailer,
Behind it.
Behind the trailer.
behind
In
the
the back,
trailer.
all the way in the back.
All the way in the back.
Okay.
Oh, it's not marked.
I know, it's not marked.
Right here somewhere.
Okay, you ready to see that?
So for argument's sake, that's the only violation on this sheet now, right? Where you said something about shed.
Well, no, she's got multiple accessory buildings, so there's 2 use variances needed. There's the use variance, to add to that, total combined square footage of accessory buildings or structures shall not exceed the square footage of the principal structure. The plan does not conform to these requirements because the combined square footage of the garage, sheds, and metal trailer exceeds the square footage of the principal building. As proposed, the use variance was required. We also need to know that there's going to be no business or service activity within that, so she should provide testimony regarding that. So adding the 10 by 20 carport is what triggered zoning to look at it and realize that the accessory buildings were excessive.
Is that, through the chair,
Yes.
because I'm seeing on the diagram, there's like 3 items that have been removed, 2 shed gons and looks like 1 trailer. Is that after was that removed after the trigger of the variance needed, or?
That she still needs it even with those removed.
But they are removed though, that's what's.
They're removed according to the plan, according to the zoning officer.
So the 2 variances are for the structure, and what was the second one you said? I didn't write that down.
Well, the variance, the zoning report talked about a side yard
Of the 1.35.
of the 1.35. One of the structures that was removed was 1.35 from the property line, so it was our understanding, without having confirmation from the zoning officer, that no longer was required. My question to the applicant was, where is the 10 by 20 carport going to sit in relationship to the side yard? It needs to be at least, I would assume 5 foot, or a side yard of 20 feet. The plan has several existing nonconformities, which are, the house sits too close, than 20 feet. The rear yard, there's no dimension verifying the setback, of the 10 by 20. There's no side yard setback noted on the plan for the carport to show that whether it's going to conform or not conform. There's
What's,
plenty of space for it to conform, so a commitment from the applicant that it will conform, because I don't believe, was there a variance advertised for?
We just advertised for the 1 variance, I'm assuming, for the building structure, and any and all other waivers or variances that become apparent during the meeting, so we have a general advertisement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
does the applicant agree to maintain the side yard variance is required to,
Yeah, I have plenty.
and how far is that?
If it's counted as an accessory, then I believe it's 5 foot. The principal building would be 20 foot, whichever the zoning
Oh,
officer
is this
would apply.
carport already built?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. So you agree with, to conform with our professionals?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's
report.
going directly behind that trailer, then there's no reason why she can't meet the 20 feet
Okay,
or meet the requirements.
okay.
It says on the referral from the zoning officer, accessory building 5 feet side yard, right?
Right, we weren't able to get a confirmation from her. She was out when we did the report.
Okay, I thought you said 20 feet.
20 feet is for a principal structure.
Okay. I heard that part earlier, but I thought you just said 20 feet a couple seconds
Yeah.
ago.
So 5 feet from the side, the carport needs to be 5 feet from the side of your property. You agree to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
That would conclude the report.
Okay. Members of the board have any questions for Pam? Should I open the public again? Okay. Is there a motion to open to the public again?
So move.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on behalf of application 25-10? Seeing none, motion to close the public portion.
Motion to close.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Fury.
Just to summarize, the application number 2510, Shirley Levinsky seeking a use variance to allow the construction of a 10 by 20 carport and to allow the square footage of the accessory building to exceed the square footage of the principal dwelling. And there was some discussion on the record regarding the side yard requirement. The applicant has agreed to adhere to the 5-foot side yard requirement as it relates to the 10 by 20 carport.
No commercial
And no commercial use.
No.
Okay.
And no commercial.
No commercial use. And the idea of this is you're gonna clean up the yard and everything.
It's already cleaned up.
There won't be no outside storage, correct?
No.
Of items. That's why you have these buildings, so you can put it all in these buildings.
Okay. Members, your pleasure in regards to application 25-10.
Motion to approve, Kozak.
Second.
Roll. Yeah, Colavita. Roll call. I'm sorry.
Mr. Kozak?
Yes, the applicant is going to clean up her yard by putting all these things inside storage, and she agreed to work with our professionals as far as any requirements that are needed. Yes.
Mr. Colavito?
Yes, I agree with Mr. Kozak.
Mr. Carino?
Yes.
Ms. Fasano?
Yes, for the reasons stated by Mr. Kozak.
Mr. Rice?
Yes, for the reasons stated by Mr. Kozak.
Mr. Kaminsky?
Yes, for the reasons stated by Mr. Kozak.
Mr. McGeehan?
Yes.
All right, you've been approved. They'll draft the resolution, memorialize next meeting, and email it to you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda, application 25-11, Ashley Kane, lot coverage variance. Please step up to the microphone.
Ashley, yeah.
Just keep your kids occupied out there.
Oh, yeah. Did you know she can leave? Did you know she can leave?
Pam, you can leave if you want.
How about the other lady?
Shirley, you don't have to stay. You're all set. Okay.
Thank you. Pam, do you have any more reports for any of the last two?
No, not for the remaining two.
You're excused.
Okay. Sure.
You can stay.
Have a great night.
Thank you.
Okay. Ashley Kane?
Yes.
Okay. Can this application be deemed complete? Is there a motion to deem the application complete?
So move.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Fury?
Okay, Ms. Kane, just state your name and address for the record.
Ashley Kane, 86 Presley Way, Williamstown, New Jersey,
Raise your right hand if you can let
Yeah.
go of your daughter, okay? You swear affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, before the board tonight is application number 2511, Ashley Kane. She is seeking a lot coverage variance to allow 48.8%, where 40% is the maximum permitted for an existing in-ground pool and patio. Property is located at 86 Presley Way in RGMR zoning district.
Okay. Ms. Kane, in your own words, can you explain to the board why you're here tonight?
Yeah, she dropped her pacifier. Can I just grab her?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
It's towards the front, yeah. I see it.
Here. Yep. I'm sorry, what was the question again?
Just explain to the board in your own words why you're here tonight.
Yeah, so we used two different contractors. I thought that they were communicating, and they ended up going over coverage for our backyard. Thank you. And we were unaware of the stipulations prior to moving here last year when we built our home. So when we hired our contractor to do the pool, when we hired the person to do the decking and the patio, he was basing it off of the numbers that were on the original plan, and he had told us that they were a little bit off, and so like when he did his plans, they did not mesh well, like they didn't go together. So we were under the assumption that we were under the 40% until we came and brought our as-built survey, and we ended up being over.
Okay. Members of the board had time to review the application. Any questions?
So, through the chair,
Yes.
so what happened is you put more concrete or patio
Yeah.
than originally was on the plan, and you went over the
Yes.
the requirements. How long has it been existing like this?
We had the project, I'm so sorry, my husband
It's
does
okay.
football tryouts.
It's okay.
With my other son, so, or football uniform fitting, so I had to bring those two, so I apologize for that. The project was finished September or October.
Obviously of last year.
Yes.
Have you had any runoff problems with the neighbors where ponding or flooding or
No, we've had no
anything like
issues.
that?
No.
Nothing?
Nope.
Okay, thank you.
It's not a microphone for you.
One thing I want to ask is, are we sure about the coverage? Because the application says 48
48.8, I think is what it
on
said.
the back page, but the
Because they haven't updated.
zoning officers says 44. So can anybody read the survey? Because I can't.
48.6.
Does the survey say that?
This is the size.
I think the RVE letter has 40, let me just look at it.
It's like a lap.
It listed 48.8 on the engineers through the township, I believe.
Okay, the as-built does say 44.
Yeah, 48.
What it does.
Is what is RVE's.
Okay.
I'm not.
Should we go with the engineer?
Go with the higher number.
Okay.
Well, we can't go wrong now.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, members of the board have any more questions for the applicant, or? Dominic, anything else from you? No, I wasn't being smart. Okay. Members of the board, is there a motion to open to the public? Motion open to the public.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? The ayes have it. Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on behalf of application 25-11? Seeing none, motion to close the public portion.
Motion to close. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Fury?
Okay, just to summarize the application, 2511, Ashley Kane seeking a lot coverage variance to allow 48.8% where 40% is the maximum permitted for the existing in-ground pool and patio.
Okay, members, your pleasure in regards to application 25-11.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Carino?
Yeah, it's a minimal amount, and there's no problem with flooding or rainwater.
Ms. Fasano?
Yes, I agree with Mr. Carino.
Mr. Kozak?
Yes, as Mr. Carino stated.
Mr. Rice?
Yes, as stated.
Mr. Colavita?
Yes.
Mr. Kaminsky?
Yes.
And Mr. McGeehan?
Yes.
Okay, you are approved. All right, we'll draft the resolution, memorialize it next meeting, and email it over.
Good luck.
You made it.
At least they're already in their jammies.
I am. Next on the agenda, application 25-12, Derek Nichtern, side yard variance. Please step up to the microphone. Can this application be deemed complete?
Yes.
Is there a motion to deem the application complete?
So moved. You're biased.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Fury?
Okay, Mr. Nick Turner, just state your name and address for the record.
Derek Nick Turn, 1619 McCarty Avenue.
Okay, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
The applicant before the board this evening, number 2512. He's identified where the address is. He's seeking a side yard variance to allow 4.41 feet where 5 feet is required for an existing shed.
Okay, Mr. Nick Turning, your own words, just explain to the board why you're here tonight.
When I bought the house, I promised my wife a built-in pool. I'm 21 years late. The shed's been there for 20 years. This is my neighbor. He's the only one that would know anything about all the letters that went out. And so they told me when we did the, I guess, the grading permit or the regular permit that we're too close to the property line. And so that's where the variance is. It'd be too difficult to try and move it. The septic is near there and all of those things.
Through the chair, what's the size of the shed?
I'm going to say 12 by 16.
And what triggered this is, like you said, when you put the pool in, and then that triggered all this?
Yes, yes,
Right?
correct.
And since then, 20 years, you haven't had any problems there
That,
with?
that is
flooding?
correct. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know, no flooding problems or,
Oh, no, no.
okay, thank you.
It's a nice pool. Right.
I hope so, thank you.
And you said the septic is in there, so that would be constitute the issue of moving it even that short distance, right?
Yeah, you know, I also, I thought at the first she was saying it had to be 15 feet, because nobody knew that. Maybe if it was, it would be difficult because it's on a bed, and the bed has a frame, so yes, it would be difficult to move it.
Any more questions for the applicant from any members of the board? Seeing none, motion to open to the public.
So move.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on behalf of application 25-12? Please step up to the microphone. Yes, sir? What's your name, sir? You've never had any problems? And what's your address? Okay.
Age.
You have no issue. Thank you. Anyone else from the public wishing to speak on behalf of application 25-12? Seeing none, is there a motion to close the public portion?
Motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Fiore?
Summarize the application. It's, applicant is Derek Nickturn, 2512. He's seeking a, I'm gonna call it de minimis side yard variance. Side yard requirement is 5 feet. His shed is 4.41 feet from the property line, so it'll be about an 8-inch variant, if you will. Is that a word?
Okay, members, your pleasure in regards to application 25-12.
Motion approved.
Roll call.
Mr. Colabia?
Yes, it's de minimis and it's been there for 21 years.
Mr. McGeehan?
Yes.
Mr. Carino?
Yes.
Ms. Fasano?
Yes, for the reasons as stated by Mr. Collier.
Mr. Kozak?
Yes, for the reasons stated.
Mr. Rice?
Yes, for the reasons stated.
And Mr. Kaminsky?
Yes.
Okay, you are approved. Draft
Thank you.
a resolution, memorialize next meeting, and email it to you.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Okay, public portion. Is there a motion to open to the public?
Motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on behalf of any application? Seeing none, there's a motion to close the public portion.
Motion to close.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Approval of minutes. June 9th, 2025. Is there a motion to approve these minutes?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Reports. Any reports? Any reports, Scotty? No? Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Chuck.